Today, we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Genius axes!
Ta-da! Eurian. This is Standard. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and we are on the quest for Mythic on this channel. So we are going to see if this Dimir control-ish kind of mid-range list from Snapcaster Bolt and the Magic the Gathering online challenges has what it takes to take down the Best of One Mythic ladder on MTG Arena. So this deck has a lot of just, I don't know how to describe it. It seems like mono black with Evolved Sleeper for Misery Shadow, which is definitely a different call in this meta that not many people are playing, and the Planeswalkers of Liliana and Kaito, and the usual Sheoldred Trespasser. Mono black splashing blue, I think, would be the way to describe it, even without Invoke Despair around. We've seen what mono black does in the meta. Can the greatest color in Magic, blue, save it? The sideboard remains intact for those who want to play some best of three, and there's even Phyrexian Obliterator in the sideboard for some extra spice. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Getting mythic with Dimir. Getting mythic with Dimir would be nice. Getting mythic with Dimir would be nice. Let's start the climb. This hand looks great. Misery Shadow. That is one I haven't thought about putting in a Dimir deck. Let's see how it plays. And right away we get tested by mono red. Do we want to cut this down? I think cutting down the Phoenix Chick is pretty low priority. Let's wait. Now we can avoid taking a damage. This music is too peaceful for smashing, destroying, and maiming mono red. Do we take that block? In a way, it won't be here next turn, but we can also play Kaito, and then we can play Sheoldred and activate Kaito right away to gain life. So I think we take this block, especially since the Feldon should be exiled, right? Yeah? They still get the trigger, though, because damage was dealt to it. Keep a Kumano faces Kakazan. Here's Kaito. Here's Ninja. Here's phasing out.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
So the Kumano faces Kakazan misses the Kaito because it's phased out. That's nice. I like that. Backup Feldon doesn't surprise me much. We go to 14. Now we bring out our big bad. The card they really don't like. And discard this underdog. And I'm holding this back because I don't want to block with the Sheoldred. If they play a hasty creature because they get a +1/+1 counter this turn, I want to be able to chump it with the Ninja. Furnace Reigns. They have stolen Shelly. They go after Kaito? Do I let Kaito die? Or exile a card for them? I think as long as I get Sheoldred back, I'm going to be okay. But I'm glad I didn't attack with the Ninja.
Time to go.
Alright, now we play the Shelly game. The Shell game? Alright, do we drop the Liliana? Do we attack? I think this turn we can get quite the blowout. If they point another Furnace Reigns or a removal spell at the Sheoldred, we'll get them. Furnace Reigns mono red. Yoinking. Here they come. Here's the lightning strike. Oh, it's a strangle. Didn't see that coming. Opponent's playing some weird cards. Do they also have a lightning strike? That would be kind of weird that they wouldn't just strike strangle it, but it might work out for them if that's the case. Look at that. All right, the strangle got me. They should have waited till I targeted the Strangle with a counterspell, though. Now I can destroy the Feldon. So a little hasty on their part. And ta-da! Not worried about a Furnace Rains right here. Although the opponents... Now I don't know what might come out of this red deck. Backup Strangle potential, so let's block the 1/1. Kumano, sure. They're at 11. Another one. This is glorious. Let's kill him. Down to 1. Game 2. And Childred with the finish. If we're doing that today, it's gonna be a good day. Big diamond battle. We have a sleeper on turn 1. I'll keep it. Another land is not what we want to see. We can be done with those now. Ambitious Farmhand. So the Go Large Mono White deck. What do we think about that? Another land? This is getting insane. Well, let's not show our blueness. Let's hide as a mono black deck. I have a bad feeling this sleeper is going to lay down some arms. Dubs Farmhand. Very good against Liliana. Interesting. Are they going to double block and force me to activate? Nope, just a 1. Alright, use the Lily. Get rid of the other.
Enough with the mysteries. One of your friends has to leave.
And Wandering Emperor in the house. Do we attack? Probably not. So, if we attack, they play Wandering Emperor, they exile this. It's very bad for us. If we don't play anything, they play Wandering Emperor, make a token, we kill it, and we charge up the sleeper. I guess that's better. We could always... Let's just play the Mirrex, in case something goes completely awry. They're thinking... I'm mic punching. Make this appear would have been so nice.
I hope you're ready to lose.
So I think they want to put the counter on the Samurai so that attacking the Liliana isn't terrible, because we can always make the sleeper a 3/3, which gives us an opportunity to cast a cut down. Alright, they have no other instant speed stuff, or there would have been a stick there. This deck does play at sorcery speed a lot, this mono white deck. And of course, having another Wandering Emperor would be very bad for us.
Don't overthink things.
Eternal Wanderer. Spoopy. What about a Ganjo? We gotta try. Got there.
Still have much to learn.
And let's see if they have a big Planeswalker to drop on me. Play Breach. They play Duress. Sure, you get that go for the throat. They play black. That's why I think that the black would splash Breach, but they play Duress, so maybe it's more of a splash than I even expected. Alright, let's draw. Nice. More land. 3 goes up to 4. Plus.
I'm tired of your secrets.
There goes a Breach. Lily into Lily. Get both cards.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate
the Sunfall.
you won't be outsmarting me.
Let's pump. And it's a top deck war, but we have Liliana and a sleeper that draws. Let's see what they top deck. Go for the throat. Yeah, the black splash is strong, but they're still gonna give up. Wow. They give up to the Liliana of the Veil unopposed. Okay, well, that's one way to run them out of stuff. Opponent goes first, but we have sleepers and removals and trespassers. Feels like mono black. Really feels like mono black. But a couple of counter spells can make a big difference. Thalia. Well, that messes up my turn too. But Underdog wants to play. Opponent might be missing land. When a Ganjo comes down on 2, you start to wonder. They feel aggressive. They don't feel aggressive. Whether or not to get out a Trespasser. This can be a 3-3 on the attack, but the opponent blocks with a 3-1. I guess we just hold. Try to remove this Thalia at instant speed. Or the Copper Coat. We're probably just playing Edict, because both of these are good targets, and we have to watch out for Ward, so we're not using Go for the Throat, right? Unless we're hitting Copper Coat for sure. The biggest downside to Edict is if they have double Thalia. So, that's why we hold it. We hold it. We hold it, we hold it. It also keeps open activating Sleeper if we want to put him off that way. Well, that card makes Go for the Throat very bad. Maybe we should just go for this Coppercoat Vanguard? Nah, they don't want to attack or block with these either right now because of our board presence. Yeah, let's Edict. Sacrifice a non-token creature. You must choose. They hang on to Thalia. Fair enough. She is holding the battlefield down. Take her out. Or hold up the mana again. If we take out the Thalia, we can attack with the Underdog. Yeah, I guess we're doing a 4-mana removal spell here. Let's see what they put on the stack. So they're missing land drops, so they have all these spells. They have a few more spells than us. I was gonna say we need to try to close if they keep missing land drops, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. They hit their land drop, so now their deck is very much online. And I made a mistake letting that happen just now. They're gonna outvalue me by a mile. Well, let's let them choose before we kill their Thalia, I suppose. Another Vanguard and a Brutal Cathar. Well, we don't need to kill the Thalia, right? Because this is our last spell. What do we need to kill? I guess we'll try to take a chunk out of them. Take out the big thing. All right. You. Activate. Play a Trespasser as well. Nom. Take a chunk out of their life total. But how are we going to get through that first striker? First strike is really good. Well, they played a Brutal. Taking a Sleeper. No big deal. I mean, hopefully they just attack with it. Nope, they won't. 1, 2, 4. All right. Well, that gives us an attacker. And we can transform our Trespasser into something that can kind of attack through the Thalia until the other Vanguard comes down. More land? That's not good. That's not good at all. And will they double spell for their Cathar? That's the question. They're gonna Os. Well, at least they tax themselves. We got as much as we could out of that play. Now we have to draw cards that aren't lands, for goodness sakes. So if we attack with our Glutton, then the opponent double blocks with First Strikers. I'm just going to send the underdog because we need cards. Cards are what's going to win this game. And we are flooding so hard. We have twice as many lands as our opponent now. See if they probably want to pay the ward here for the Trespasser. They have Screll to protect from removal spells. I think I'm done. I don't think I can win this. Yeah, good riddance. Good riddance to that game. Ugh. Nasty. Going first. Going second, rather. But we have the cut down, so it feels like going first. I don't know why the heck I just said that. Anyway, our opponent gives us the Chandra Face and the 2 Plains Opener. What is going on? Fateful Absence? Sure. Take a little 2-for-1 on my 2-drop. Karn Silex. I guess we should anticipate some form of a mono-white control deck. They're already down to 4 cards. And we have a Shieldred. And a Liliana. Let's make them do something about Shelly. They might have a Wandering Emperor. So, the thing with the Wandering Emperor is now they're thinking, do I want to use the Silex? Because they blow up their own Wandering Emperor if they play it here and then use the Silex on Shieldred. Field of Ruin time? Basic checked me. They also need enough planes to use a laydown arms on Shieldred if they have one. Ah, they run blue. Explains a lot. Except the Avatar. So this feels like a Wandering Emperor. The good news about that is we have the Make Disappear. Okay, not a Wandering Emperor. Let's pass. We've got counters, so now we defend Shieldred, force them to use the Silex, but we can also Urtai it. So, exile this, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less, play only as a sorcery. See if this resolves. If not, them going first makes a big difference. It looks like it is going to resolve. And take out their Karn Silex trigger. And that's a tilt. Removal! I love removal. 2 lands. We just have to draw a black source and we're grooving. Oh, these 1-drop creatures are fine too. Mirrex. Okay. The Wara. We've got a Blast Zone. We've got a Marsh. Seems like a control deck. So maybe we don't want to deploy anything into it and play the Make Disappear game. They're running Union. Okay. Well, that will be exciting. No land. We love that. Getting strong, Evolved Sleeper. Getting very strong. Evolved Sleeper with counter magic, like with instants in general, is... I'm gonna say it. It's really sweet. Okay. Could have just done that on their turn at the land drop. So that is a bit of a giveaway that they have a counter spell of some kind. Union decks often run Mind Splice, often run Syncopate. And they're sitting on hand size. Let's draw. If they want to deal with it now, we can drop a Liliana. Yeah, here's a March. We still draw, though. So they pretty much let me get some card advantage. Begin the plussing.
Enough with
I've got all these
mysteries.
removal spells I don't need.
Overthink things.
Opponent's still stuck on lands. I'd be sorry for them, but who's sorry for a control deck that doesn't draw lands?
I'm tired of your secrets.
Nobody. That's why you have to run at least like 27. And ambitious farmhands, I tell you. Do we deploy? Opponent can put mana into their blast zone. Yeah, let's deploy. We could be making Mirrex tokens, but we can save that for later in the game. If they use counterspells on this, good. If they have Syncopate, they can't, so that's going well. Soul Partition the Liliana. Nah, I like her. We'll see if they have a big reply, a big follow-up to that. I don't think they do. They're too constrained on mana. We've got another one, but we can just replay her now because they had to do it on their
I'll take my
turn.
zombies and leave.
Go for the throat, you can go. We've turned all of our we've taken all of our removal spells and traded them for their cards, which is lovely. Unfortunately, they're still at 24. They're gonna have time to draw out of this, so we really need to keep the Liliana going. If we play everything and they draw the land and hit Sunfall, they're feeling really good about it. But we still have the Mirrex. We've discarded 2 of them. Let's hold back.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Hold back till next turn. Now make them draw the untapped land, right? No. Patience. Patience. Especially with the blast zone. Don't draw the land. We make the token. Combat. They're going to have to crack the blast zone, and you know they love that land. They're low on lands. Look how many spells Liliana's nailed. But they did show us that they're a Wandering Emperor deck, so they might not be a Mind Splice deck. Uh-huh.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Nom nom. And now we pounce. Because we're werewolves. Those pounce, right? It's more of a cat thing. And they're out. Ah. Sad about their land draws, kind of. But do we feel that bad? Nah. On the play. For real this time. Jingataxis. An old meme now, but it checks out. Jingataxis plays soldiers. Lol. Want to block? No. Shadow. Good one against the frontliner. Alia, sure. We can be aggressive. The opponent's blocks don't make good sense. All right. 2-2. 3-3. Bam, bam. Will they panic and use a Brutal Cathar so that Shieldred sticks to the board? Let's find out. They're missing a land. They're swinging for 6. Uh-huh. Well, I'm swinging right back. What you gonna do about it? They go to 9. It's risky business. They have to start blocking next turn. We represent lethal with the Shadow and the Sleeper. Even if they find the land for the Brutal Cathar for the Shieldred. And that's just to scoop it right up. They were given no quarter. Making soldiers scoop on turn 4. Yee. On the draw, but cut down. Mono red. Or vampires or something, but we knew eventually they would stand between us and our great victory. I think I hold up cut down because we're on the draw. Just you? And go. Okay. I mean, I like the game going a little slow. They're gonna remove that card? Nope. I will activate. Interesting. My Sleeper is not dead. My Sleeper is now dead, but we got a 2-for-1. Speaking of a 2-for-1, we've got a Trespasser here. But do we just play Liliana and minus it on this 1-1? And then they play a haste creature and kill Liliana? Is that like a good couple of turns for us? I don't think so. They struggled with this Sleeper. Let's do it again. I definitely don't want the Trespasser to die to a Lightning Strike. So we're trying to draw it out. Punished a little bit. They have a Planeswalker.
Listen, pal, I'm with the Gatewatch. So
We'll be able to attack it.
give up already.
But we could have had a better board
Getting a little
presence.
singed.
Play with fire. We will not be able to attack it. Yeah, really punished, I guess. Well, I'm letting the Epicure hit. Gotta get to that. Chandra. Cut down rotting in my hand against mono red is not something I expected to happen today. They're looking for a top deck. They get Reckless Impulse. They get a double top deck. That's really good. And then they hit a Thundering Raiju that comes out next turn. Look out. And they have the Lightning Strike. They're mono red control. My god. This is such a disaster. They discarded a Raiju though. Still, I'm getting clowned by Chandra. That's a good draw. Now it gets real. Because they're top decking against Shieldred the Apocalypse. They're exiling. They hit play with fire. Did they top deck a Lightning Strike too? Raiju comes in. Can't block because of play with fire. Fall to 10. Obviously, they're going to play the face. But they're thinking God knows why. There it is. They scry to the top. That's dangerous. Gotta take a chunk out of Chandra. Have to kill the Raiju. And we still have Otawara open.
Sacrifices must be made.
Do we bounce Liliana? I think it's better than bouncing anything else. Let's see if they point a removal spell at her. People hate planeswalkers. They really do. There it is.
Knew this was a waste of time.
And they have a Swift Spear, but they probably chump block. And draw Urtai. Urtai can kill Chandra. Let's see if they chump. Urtai also gives them a card. Maybe we let them keep Chandra and ensure that Shieldred never dies. They have a Swift Spear. They're gonna keep playing it. They're gonna keep defending with it. Mech Warfare. All right. I think that's worth it. Opponent falls to 11. They top deck Kumano. They could attack here. They are. All right, I'll go to 8. Our opponent's at 11. They're going to 9. They give up. I think we had that one. Shieldred solos another red deck. On the play and our mythic winning in. Esper. Interesting. Underdogger. Let's start the damage. It looks like we're playing just mono black in this one, but we might draw a counterspell for a critical turn. They could have make disappear. Let's play the other underdog, because this going to the graveyard is much better than our trespasser getting countered. Insight. Well, I don't like that. But it doesn't affect the board. So maybe it's fine. They're still going to have to battle for the board at some point. If they have a turn 5 sweeper, I think that's too slow. Unless they have the Celestis right here. They have a Silex. Well, this doesn't exile, right? Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value this or that. Suddenly there are Silexes out and about. It's kind of weird. I wish I could do something to progress my board, but if we play the Trespasser, they're just going to pop the Silex. So oddly, that is the perfect turn 3 play in this situation. Drawing Go for the Throat is not great. Are they going to do it? They're going to do it. And a tap land. Sleeper off the top. Let's deploy some threats. Give me that insight. No 1-mana removal spell for them. Underdog coming back on its own is never really great, especially into like Wandering Emperor mana. But Underdog coming back with support from other members of a team is much better. They're playing my Liliana.
No more distractions. Let's make this.
I don't know. They don't seem to be in a great spot. They do have 2 mana open. Wish I had 1 more mana for this sleeper. But let's go for this underdog. I don't think they can exile it here. And devour this sleeper to get another damage in. When it goes to 7, our Liliana goes to our graveyard. Maybe I'm supposed to let that Liliana live, to be honest. These removal spells aren't doing anything. We could be discarding them. The opponent could be discarding something relevant. But obviously, it's their choice of their worst cards. That's an expensive Path of Peril, and they're at 7. Wow. All right, let's get them. It's underdog time. I'll also play out the sleeper. Down to 4. We are drawing cards. They are on the ropes. They're representing white mana, but do they run Farewell, or are they a bizarre Dimir deck? Perhaps it's time to make the video of like, I play Esper, but every card is a board wipe. Would star some of these. They stole my Trespasser to eat my underdog. That's effective, but is it enough? Get rid of my Trespasser. Bring out my underdog. Down to 1, a mana short of the victory with a pump on the sleeper. More lands. All right. Heron like the bird. Can you get out of it? This is my mythic win in N. They're gonna siphon my graveyard. They're probably looking for another Trespasser. That would be a heck of a hit. But it's not there. Scoop them up. Okay. Props to Snapcaster Bolt, who on MTG won a challenge with a deck that also works on Best of One ladder. I really like it, and this mythic is for you. Snapcaster Bolt, you're cool. Everyone else, go build me a new deck to play. Okay, you're also cool. CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of me, CGB, and you can get my unique Dragon Rider token and 5% off your entire order by using the code CGB5 at checkout. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this sweet dragon token. If you need singles for constructed or kitchen table play, and you want to pick up sealed product or the latest Magic accessories, remember to use the code CGB5 at checkout for 5% off and get my Dragon Rider token. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock. Whether you're a student of the dojo or a salty mono red scrub, head over to Moxfield, the official home for all of my deck lists. Study the curve, see an example hand, or do a virtual playtest. Whether you're trying to beat the one or study your sensei, find everything you need at Moxfield. Moxfield.com, the best site for Magic the Gathering decks on the internet.